Our topic is about the study of the architecture and function of local church. So, come with me and let's explore the Ermita Church, also formerly known as the Archdiocesan Shrine of Our Lady of Guidance.
Ermita Church, also known as Archdiocesan Shrine of Our Lady of Guidance. The church is home to the Marian image of Our Lady of Guidance, Nuestra Señora de Guía, which is considered to be the oldest image of a Marian in the Philippines. It is a Roman Catholic church located in the district of Ermita in the city of Manila.
In 1945, near the end of World War II, the image was saved from destruction and was temporarily kept in a private residence. Work began for the reconstruction of the church in 1947 with a new design by architect Carlos A. Santos Viola. In 1953, the reconstruction was completed and the image was returned to the new church.
Miguel Lopez de Legazpi. You know Miguel Lopez de Legazpi, he's the first Governor General of the Philippines. No? Sila yung nakatagpo dun sa image ng mahal na ina. Actually, naunahan silang dumating dun dito. Kasi dumating sila dito, may nakita, actually ang event nun, they went out of Intramuros para to survey that place. Then they saw the people, the natives, they were kneeling in front of an image of what they called Our Lady. Nakapatong sa pandan leaves. Kaya yung image niya yan, merong mga green na gano'n kasi pandan leaves mo.
The church began as a rustic shrine of bamboo, nipa, and Moravian wood was removed to the house of Our Lady of Guidance in the area where it was found in 1571 by Spanish soldier Fernando Fidel Lopez de Legazpi. The shrine eventually became a chapel in 1606 as house for the image was called La Ermita, or in English, the chapel.
The church was damaged many times due to earthquake. In addition, the image hoped to be transferred to the Manila Cathedral for safekeeping during the British occupation in Manila in 1762 to 1764. A more permanent stone church was built in 1810. The image was returned to the church in 1918.
Sinabing Ermita Church, yung birhen ng focus yung birhen ng Ermita. Kasi yan ang treasure, isa sa mga treasures ng simbahan na ito, yung pinakamatandang image ng mahal na birhen. So, para magkaroon ng karakter na ganyan ng simbahan, nandun agad yung reminder na ito yung simbahan ng mahal na ina ng Dikia. Nandun sa actually, itong image na ito, sa history ng image na yan, tinago siya sa kung saan-saan.
Okay.
Lalo no, kasi nasunog din itong simbahan na ito na nagera din itong lugar na ito. Kaya, it was kept safe by certain families in Manila. And private. Tapos meron din panahon na tumira siya doon sa Quiapo. Yung mga matatandang mga taga dito, kwento nila yung itsura ng lugar ito dati. Ito yung aristocratic community sa Maynila noong unang panahon. Ano na ito antebellum, post-war na yan.
Okay.
So marami na sa mga iterations. Noong una, sawali lang, parang bahay tubo lang, tapos naging kahoy, tapos naging ng konting semento, tapos yan na. Ang alam ko, no, bato na yan. Ever since na ginawa ni architect Phil, lahat yan bato na. Binabagay yan doon sa character ng community. Pag puro yung community, kasi dapat ang simbahan tinapatayo yun ng komunidad mismo. Hindi yan pag-aari, hindi yan pinatayo ng pari lang. Hinihikayat ang buong komunidad kasi primarily ang church ay yung mga tao. Diba? Sabi, we're not just the stone structure that we call the church. We are the people of God. That is the church. So yung people of God, dahil kailangan nila ng gusaling bato para kung sila sasamba sa Diyos, para gumawa ng permanenteng templo para sa Diyos, sila yung out of their own resources, mag-ship in sila para ipagawa yung simbahan.
According to their character as a community.
Ang pangunahing tinatawag na simbahan yung mga tao. And then it is from them that the character of the church as a stone structure or as a permanent structure would be based. Kailangan i-involve palagi sa planning, sa building up ng simbahan ba to, yung community kung saan ito mamamalagi. Ang importante yung Sanctuary tsaka yung name. Sa Vatican II kasi, di ba dati nung unang katalikod yung pare sa mga tao. Parang ang pinakamagandang parte talaga ng simbahan, bibigyang focus talaga ay yung harapan. Kung saan nandun si Lord, kung saan nandun yung cross, kung saan nandun yung Blessed Sacrament, yung tabernacle, yung altar. Pero ngayon, binibigyang focus na rin, karampatang pagbibigay halaga, yung name, kung saan naman nakaupo yung mga tao.
December 2005, the Archdiocese of Manila elevated Ermita Church to the status of Archdiocesan Church. Due to the church's proximity to the United States Embassy, the statue is often visited by locals who petition Saint Mary for safety and overseas travel. Devotees claim that under this title, the intercession of Saint Mary is speedy and miraculous, particularly in securing approval or request for us states' visas.